Guys, welcome back to Sports Corner GH. My name is Edmund. Today is Monday, the beginning of a new week. And as we do on Sports Corner GH, we affirm and then commit the week into God's hands. So once you are watching me right now, I believe you are going to get some good news by the end of this week. I want you to believe it and say amen. Yes, say amen. Believe that you get good news by the end of this week. Once you watch Sports Corner there, no, yeah, you will get good news. That's one of the biggest benefits for watching me this moment. Now, if you have not yet subscribed, please make sure you subscribe for double blessings. Yeah, subscribe for double blessings. And all those who have already subscribed, thank you very much for watching Sports Corner GH at this moment. I really appreciate you. Now, let's move on and talk about the Black Stars. I've already brought you a news item that Chris Hughton is already in Ghana. In fact, when he arrived, he went to watch Adriana and then Dreams FC match, talk to the coaches. Now, he is expected to name the final 25-man squad to face Madagascar in the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Not only that, he is also waiting for the players to land in the team camp so that they can begin training here in Ghana before they travel to Madagascar and then play the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. In today's video, we are going to look at the midfield of the Black Stars, which players are going to make the final 25-man squad and compose of the midfield. Now, before we jump into details, I want to just give shout outs to our most loyal viewers who normally comment under our videos. I'm going to do it very quick. So I'm going to begin with Chris Churches. Thank you very much. Luther King Jr. Thank you very much. Diana Atta, thank you very much. Elijah Asante, thank you very much. Then Emsco, thank you very much. Thank you very much for supporting Sports Corner GH. You too, you can get this shout out. Make sure to comment down below in this video and I'll give you a shout out in our next video. So now, let's look at the midfield of the Black Stars and which players are going to make the final 25-man squad. Now, I would like to begin with the players who are not going to make the final 25-man squad. And I'm going to give you my reasons why. Now, the first player is going to be Daniel Kofi, and the reason being that Daniel Kofi is now recovering from injury, and then he's not going to be match fit to represent Ghana against Madagascar in the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Same applies to Elisha Owusu. The timeline wouldn't be suitable for the player and also for the country at the same time because he is also now recovering from injury, and I don't believe he will be match fit. Even if he's match fit, he needs some level of consistency and good performance to be able to make the Black Star squad. I'm not sure he will be able to achieve that within that shortest possible time. This is my reason why I believe Daniel Kofi and then Elisha Owusu won't be part of the midfielders that will compose of the final 25-man squad to play Madagascar. Now, let's look at players who are out of form and probably might be reassigned to different positions or might not make the list. Now, the first on the list is Ayew. Ayew hasn't played a lot of games for Nottingham Forest since signing for them. The last time we saw Ayew play for Nottingham Forest, he missed the penalty, and that was all. It was as if that penalty was his punishment. The penalty he missed, it was as if it was his punishment. Ever since that penalty missed, he has never played a game for Nottingham Forest. It's very sad that our own Capito is out of form. He doesn't get a lot of game time as compared to when he was in our side. So I just believe that he's not going to be out of the squad entirely. I believe that he will be repositioned to maybe the forward or probably the wings, maybe just to create space for him to be able to be part of the squad as a captain. Also, we have Edmund Addo. In fact, Edmund Addo, when we played against Angola, was, he started both games. I certainly felt like he was Coach Chris Hughton's favorite player in the team because before that, he wasn't a starter. But probably Coach Chris Hughton saw something we didn't see. So he started in those two games. But for his club side, he hasn't been that impressive. For Sparta Subotica, he hasn't been that impressive. And I believe because of that lack of form in his club side, I believe he might be out of the squad to make way for another player. And also, when we played against Angola, a lot of people were not happy with his performance. Even the technical team were not happy with his performance. And I believe this will also contribute to a reason why Coach Chris Hughton will sideline him and bring in another midfielder. So, guys, these are the 4 players I believe will not make the final 25-man squad, especially the midfield. Now, let's look at the players who are likely to make the final 25-man squad. And I'm going to begin with the most obvious, Thomas Partey. Yes, Thomas Partey has suddenly resumed a new role as a right back. But when it comes to Black Stars, when it comes to Ghana, we know him as the midfield maestro, midfield general. He's going to handle our midfield for us. So Thomas Partey would be there. He has been very brilliant this season. Forget what Arsenal fans are saying. Forget them. Arsenal fans and Kasa, I don't know what is wrong with them. Forget them. I don't know. It's something that is wrong with them. Thomas Partey has been very important to them, especially beginning of the season. It's only getting to the end that he had a dip in form. Yesterday, when he did well at the right back position, suddenly when I say Thomas Partey, he is very good, so now they should be playing him in the right back position. No. But anyways, Thomas Partey is going to make the final 25-man squad for Coach Chris Hughton. And then another player who is definitely going to be in the list is Salis Abdul Samed. So Abdul Samed has been included in team of the season in the league. In fact, he's one of the best midfielders, ranked 8th when it comes to pass accuracy and their pass completion with a percentage of 91.8%. That is how good Abdul Samed is, and I believe having him on the Black Star team, every team would be afraid. The next player we are going to talk about is Mohammed. Honestly, I don't see Mohammed Kudus as a midfielder anymore, because when he's in the Black Stars, he holds on to ball too much, to the fact that sometimes I even get annoyed. Even the strikers get annoyed because Mohammed Kudus doesn't release ball so quickly when he's in that number 10 role. And I believe he should be deployed as he's been deployed in Ajax at the wings. But whatever the case be, the coach knows better, and I believe Mohammed Kudus would also be part of the midfielders that's going to make Coach Chris Hughton final 25-man squad. Now, let's look at Ashimeru. I believe Ashimeru is going to be part of this squad because Ashimeru 17 minutes. No, we have believed Ashimeru is a player. In fact, Ghana has cried. Asamoah has come out to say, give this boy a chance. Now that he has been given a chance, we all saw what a gem he is. Master class in just 17 minutes. So yes, Mohammed Ashimeru is going to be part of the midfielders that will form the final 25-man squad for Coach Chris Hughton. Now, let's talk about this player who I believe is going to make some entry into the Black Star squad, Jeffrey Schlupp. Now, Jeffrey Schlupp has not been playing some games for Crystal Palace. It's not because of injury. He has asked some time out to handle some personal issues. And I don't know what personal issues those are, but I believe it would have something to do with the Black Stars, because Coach Chris Hughton already is going to sit down with Jeffrey Schlupp to talk things out, to iron things out, and see if there's a possibility that he could return back to the Black Stars. Now, if there's a possibility that he will return back to the Black Stars, definitely he's going to make the final 25-man squad for Coach Chris Hughton. Now, these are the players I believe are likely to make the final 25-man squad. So I'm going to go over the list once more. Thomas Partey, Abdul Samed, Mohammed Ashimeru, Jeffrey Schlupp, and then Mohammed Kudus. Now, and the first player on standby is Braden Menu. He plays for Darmstadt. Darmstadt have been promoted to the Bundesliga just quite recently, and I believe he is going to be one of the players that would, probably be on the standby list. We have Christopher Ayew, who is not that bad. He plays for VFL Bochum. Bochum has just saved themselves from relegation just recently. So the players on standby list are Braden Menu and then Christopher Ayew. So if I missed out any player, let me know down below in the comment section. So I'll just go through what I just talked about right now. Players who are injured, Daniel Kofi Kyereh and Elisha Owusu. Players who are out of form, Ayew and then Edmund addo. Players who are likely to be called up, Thomas Partey, Salisu Salisu, Mohammed Ashimeru, Jeffrey Schlupp, and then Mohammed Kudus. And then players on standby list, we have Braden Menu and then Christopher Ayew. So guys, let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comment section. Thanks for joining me. My name is Edmund. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification. I'll see you in the next video, and have a nice day.